And he wrote that song because he said, I've met and dated so many women who it's so obvious they've got daddy issues.
It's Channel Mom with Jenny Dean Schmidt. We're here for you.
What goes on in our culture when we say, oh boy, she's got daddy issues? What's going on there?
You know, I think that, speaking of keeping it real, we've all heard of John Mayer, right?
Yeah,
musician, singer.
Yeah.
His song called About Daughters and Fathers won the Song of the Year back in 2005 or 6, somewhere back then, about going, fathers, be good to your daughters. Daughters will love like you do.
Yeah.
And he wrote that song because he said, I've met and dated so many women who it's so obvious they've got daddy issues, meaning they don't commit. I can't get them to attach. I can't get them to emotionally allow me to be connected to them. And I thought, wow, doesn't that just kind of speak to the culture of the day?
So what do you think we're saying? I mean, I think I know what we're saying, but I want to hear it from the expert. What are we saying when we can recognize that we think a girl's got daddy issues?
I think it kind of goes back to the fact that every one of us has an innate need as women to be the sparkle in someone's eyes. Mm-hmm. And if it's not going to be in her daddy's eyes, she's going to look for love in all the wrong places. There's another song we could have played.
Yeah.
And going, what is it in the heart of a daughter that sometimes either is a dad wound or a dad void? What she did get that might not have been so great or was great, or what she didn't get that has shaped her. Yeah. Because I think if we don't ever have a way to repair what's been done or what hand we got dealt, then we're really at deficit, aren't we, as women? But I think part of the starting point is to be aware of what's there or not there and naming it and talking about it, admitting it, and feeling it.
Absolutely. So, I mean, I think the classic thing, and I don't want to be uncouth here, but if a girl is running around with lots of different boys and giving herself away, we immediately think she's got daddy issues. And man, it's almost like a science. I mean, again, certainly not every girl goes that way, but I can kind of pick out the girls in my daughter's and son's school who have missing daddies based on behavior. It's not always correct, but 90% of the time it kind of follows. Do you have to educate dads about how important they are to their daughter's future?
Absolutely. I would say by and large, because I lead these men's groups over the course of 9 months. We meet once a month here in my Portland, Oregon office. And most of the time I have dads literally say, I had no idea that I was that vitally important. And then I back it up with research. Like, Jenny, listen to this. If you read the research, it strongly supports, here's what it says, that children who feel connected to their fathers do better in school, they have greater self-esteem, they have significantly less suicide attempts, less body dissatisfaction, they delay having premarital sex, which obviously then decreases teen pregnancy, they are more apt to find steady employment, they report less depression, they have lower rates of substance use, and they display more empathy and like pro-social behavior, meaning that even there's 80% less of those that spend time in jail by 80% when they have involved fathers. Yeah. I'm sure that's a statistic everyone wants to know. Yeah. But really, when you add all that up, I believe that really it underscores how important a father's role is in the life of his daughter in terms of how she understands herself and the world around her.